Good morning, everyone. My name is Justyna Łaskowska from DBR77, and I'm super satisfied to announce the first pilot case of collaboration between DBR77 and SRH, University of Applied Science in Berlin. Welcome our special guest from SRH, University of Applied Science, Mr. Łukasz Rojek, PhD applicant, research associate, and especially in automation and robotics. Okay. Okay.
Welcome.
And welcome Dwarakesh Kirupakaran, alumni of SRH University of Applied Science in Berlin, and also a mechatronic specialist and Industry 4.5 specialist. Welcome.
Thank you. A pleasure to be here.
It's great to have you here. We are on the topic of future of industrial indication and how the digital twin was tested at Berlin University. That would be our main area of our today's discussion. So, how did you find about DBR platform? How does it come?
Okay, so first of all, welcome everyone, and thank you for the invitation and the warm introduction. The SRH University and DBR77 met last year at the Expo in Warsaw, Automatica. Actually, we were searching for robotic arms for our new lab in the new campus that will be moving in this year. So you can see later on the image of the campus in the background. And yes, we saw the presentation. We met Katarzyna and we saw the presentation about the simulations for the production lines and how it can be integrated with virtual reality and augmented reality. So it was quite interesting for us, and we thought it would be excellent content for our lectures. So yes, we started discussing like the potential of the software and with Katarzyna, and yes, we briefly explained what kind of topics we are doing at the university, what are the study programs about, and yeah, we decided to use your product, to test your product for our lectures, and yes, with of course with the goal that it could be profitable for the students, and this is how our cooperation started. So it was the last year at Automatica in Warsaw. This is where we met. And from January this year, we are using your software at the university with quite good feedback from the students, I think. So this is how it started.
Yes, and now we can say that it was very successful meeting and a successful discussion. So that's why are we here today. So what does the process of integrating this technology into curriculum looks like?
Yes, so we are using this technology or the software in sort of courses. Like we have a study program that is named Industry 4.0 Automation and Robotics, and within this study program we have a course about Siemens mechatronic systems. So this course is actually divided into 3 levels. So in the first level, the students learn how to operate with machines. So it's named operator, the first level of the course. And yes, so the students, as I said, they're learning how to interact with the machine, how to understand the functionality, how to debug processes, right? So they have to know all the equipment, the sensors, how the specifications of the sensors, the specifications of the actuators, and how they're combined together. So this is the first level. In the second level, the students are working on the PLCs, so the logic controllers, and they are programming them from the scratch. So that's the focus of the second level of this course, programming those machines. And in the third course, this is where we are using DBR77. So it's about preparing production lines from scratch, designing them, testing them, and of course, investigating the problems, finding solutions, analyzing the whole parameters. Yes. So for now, as I said, we started from January. So far we had only we used the software only once in one semester, in the summer semester, and the next course will be starting in August. So yes.
Sounds great. So it was like a fluent process, right? There was no formal any barriers to put the digital twin inside the curricula.
Yes, like digital twin, that would be the next step actually. So for now, we focus on the marketplace as I remember, like the students. The thing is that the whole software is quite. The functionality is very wide, so there are a lot of features, and at the university we are teaching blockwise, so the course is the number of days is limited, right? So we cannot cover the whole content, right? So in our pilot course, we focused on the main functions, right? So we teach the students how the software is designed and how it can be used. So we focused on the basic functions, and what we are looking for is. We would like to design the course in a similar way as the Siemens course. So we would like to divide it into 3 stages, where the first stage would be, again, the marketplace, all the basic functions. Then in the second, we could integrate the digital twin. So do more about prediction, right? About analyzing the data, also including the AI, artificial intelligence, especially that in this study program, we have separate courses about big data and AI. So the students learn this technology, and they are using those methods for different tasks. So it would be actually excellent extension if they could benefit from that also in the software. So that's the concept. This is what we are looking for. So digital twin will be the next step that we are starting in August, and that's.
Okay, thank you so much. So maybe let's put all this things together about the benefits that you see in DBR77 digital twin in education compared to the traditional teaching methods.
Yes, there are a lot of benefits coming from DBR77. First of all, it is a cloud-based system. So it's everything happens in the browser, right? So we do not have to install any additional software, right? We do not have to change our, let's say, infrastructure at the university, right? Like in different softwares, it's necessary to implement on the server first and prepare the environment. All of that was done by your team. So it was quite smoothly and quite smooth. And so no additional installation was required. And then what are the next benefits are those simulations. So the course is divided into the theoretical part and also in the practical part. So the students, they get, of course, first the theoretical background about the automation, about the production lines, right? How it developed over the years. What are the necessary and important aspects to design a functional production line, right? And that's the theoretical part. And in the practical part, they're like using this knowledge, or they're trying out this knowledge, right? So it is beneficial for the students, or there's a lot of positive feedback coming from the students, because in this software they are getting the output in real time, so they can manipulate the input data, and based on that, the software is analyzing a new scenario, how the production line will act, what would be the the output. And this helps a lot in the learning process for the students, not only to understand it from the theoretical part, but also try it out in this software, since there's not that much of opportunity to see it in the real life, like to go to the industry and see it there, right? So in this kind of software, they can hands-on work on such kind of study cases, right? And especially if you have this option with the virtual reality or augmented reality, right? So putting on the glasses and then you can see everything, like being there, being inside the production line. So it is giving even a higher impression. So these are the most benefits. Also, it's scalable. So we have quite a lot of students in our study program, like approximately 50, 60 students, right? And still, it is with the software, it's quite simple to manage it, manage this amount of students. And there are, again, extra features for creating exercises, right? So even that is helping in designing the whole course, right? So not only the technical aspects, not only the digital twin and marketplace, but also the all other features that are designed for managing the course are very, very helpful. So these are the main benefits that we have detected in the first session, so in this summer semester. Yes, Dwarakesh, maybe you have some additional benefits coming from the software.
No, Professor, you have summed it up quite well. So, from the student's perspective, this software has a lot of traction and it also has a lot of potential, and it does give out a lot of skills where they can develop for their future careers also. So this software is one among the best tools for teaching.
Yes, and I guess it sounds very promising for academics and for students also. So maybe you can say what kinds of skills acquired by students through the DBR77 platform, digital twin, are most valued in the job market right now?
There are, I would like to list out some 3 to 4 set of skills. So the initial skill will be the students who are using this software will be technically proficient in digital twin technology. They will be able to create, manage, and understand the architecture of the digital twin. So in industrial perspective, they will have a high probability of getting finding work in industries which utilizes automation and with higher remuneration benefits also. So the next skill they will be having is the data integration and the analysis of it. They would know how to collect, how to understand the data, how to integrate with the software. And the software is also having a lot of parameters for each and every machine elements which we are building into the virtual world. So they will be able to understand as in how to manipulate the data to get what they need and to get what outcome they desire. And the next will be the problem solving and the critical thinking skills, where they will be able to analyze the inefficiencies in the production lines, and they will also be able to identify potential bottlenecks, and they will be able to create solutions, test different hypotheses, and they will be able to predict the outcomes before they implement the solution into the real world. And they will also be able to generate some soft skills for themselves, which will be very helpful for the their future careers. Thank you.
That's what I wish you and your colleagues. So, but tell me something more. Maybe was it difficult to work in digital twin environment for you, for your colleagues at the first sight?
It was not difficult to work with the software because as a gamer myself, I found it very easy. And it was, I felt like I was playing a game. So it was interesting and it was engaging to, whenever I find free time, I would just log in. I would be playing around with building new models or building new simulations, exploring the capabilities and features of the softwares. And I also teaching the software to the students. I didn't find any difficulties, identify any difficulties while teaching sessions. Of course, they had some queries during the practical sessions, but it was cleared easily and the software, the way it is built, it is very user-friendly, and it doesn't require a person who is from a mechanical background or a manufacturing background. So it is made very simply. It is like it just signifies it is industry. Just keep it simple.
Exactly. So on the screen we can see the results of your work during the curricula. So. Yes, it looks very promising, and we're excited about it. So, but let's go back to the plans about the future developments. So, Łukasz, can you tell us what are the future developments and updates of collaboration between SRH Berlin and the DBR77 platform?
Yes, like we are definitely looking for more cooperation with DBR77. So I mentioned that before, that our goal is actually to extend the course so we can use the whole potential of the software. That's what we are planning, especially also the artificial intelligence part. This year we brought robotic arms from a German company, IGUS. And so what we are planning, we have this additional course only about robotics. So it would be great if we could connect those robots or obtain the data from those robots in real life into the software. So that would be the next step, how we would like to extend the course with additional content and integrate the software also into different aspects in our study program. So. About the cooperation, we hope that more students could do the master thesis using this software. So there are a lot of interesting research fields and research questions that could be investigated by the students. So definitely that would be the next point of the cooperation, just to motivate more students to work with this system and test it for different study cases. And Dwarakesh was also preparing a publication about this. So for the university, it's quite important to publish about the results. And also here we see a lot of potential in the cooperation between DBR and SRH, yes, reporting the results and publishing about this. Yes, maybe also internships. So a lot of students are searching for internships in the companies, and we have very talented, motivated students. So if you will be looking for some help in developing your system, testing your system, then we have a lot of students that would be definitely interested, yes, to work with you. Yes.
Yeah, and I would like to, I would like to do the internship with. I'm way more excited in this case because it has been with my time with the software. It's been a memorable one, and I like working with the software. So I will also I would prefer having an internship with the company. So if it is there, I will be more excited.
Yes, I think we'll talk about it. Thanks. Okay, but let's go back to the very important, part of our discussion. It's your master thesis work, right? So tell us more, about it. So you use the functionality of DBR77 platform to prepare your master thesis. And what specific aspects of DBR77 digital twin were key to your thesis, and how did the technology impact your results?
Okay. Before I came to know about this software, I went to Professor Rojek asking for his ideas for my master thesis. So my idea was basically I focused on the maintenance of robotics, but he saw some, I don't know what he saw in me. He saw, he determined that I would be the right person for this software. So he just pitched me an idea saying that there is a software, DBR77. So it is mostly a simulation software. So he asked me about the interests on simulation. So I was like, since I had an experience with ABB's Robot Studio during my bachelor's, I was interested in doing my project with DBR77. So while my master, when I finished my master thesis, I got the idea as in what were the key features of it. So mostly the software is my thesis focused on the digital twin aspect of the software. So it is the 25% of it, and the key aspects were building the software. Using the software, I built the machine elements which are required for my production line. So with the data I collected from another organization, I used the software to build a virtual model of it, and this software also let me build three different scenarios. So by making a regional analysis, so the software had a key tool for visualization, where I was able to perform a regional analysis and determine three different scenarios for it. And I tested the hypothesis of the software using the software, and for a model for the test target for the model efficiency was around 80%. That is the initial testing, and the results were it ranged from 70 to 78%, which it was really great. And in the future of my thesis, I will be exploring more about the AI aspects and the improving its efficiency to 100% or something.
Impressed. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
But what would you recommend to the future students or researchers who plan to use DBR77 digital twin in their research projects?
If they are planning to use DBR77 or any other simulation software, I would recommend the students or the researchers to understand the user interface of the software first, because you have to know the benefits of the software and its limitations also. But I would recommend using tutorials or user manuals so that they could familiarize themselves with the software. And the next comes the objective, where you need to have a clear idea as in what you want to build. And next comes the implementation, the project management area, where the life cycle digital twin actually is based on project lifecycle management, where it starts from conceptualization, implementation, and then the optimization. So they must be familiar with the process they want to build. And also, I would prefer them to document each and everything, because documentation holds the value. And they should also have scalability in mind while building the model.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, well, Łukasz, what advice would you give to other educational institutions considering the implementation of similar technologies like digital twin, marketplace?
It's maybe less advice, more recommendation. So because we are, like, for advisors, we are not using this software too long enough, so I could give any kind of useful advices, appropriate advices, but definitely I can recommend to the universities that are offering study programs related to the robotics and automation, that it's definitely a very good choice. So for us, it was very beneficial, and again, Dwarakesh already confirmed that there was a high positive feedback from the students using the software. So if there are universities that are focusing on on manufacturing production lines, digitizing those production lines, then this software will be definitely excellent choice to to extend the content and make for the students definitely much easier to understand the theoretical part, and also be prepared, be better prepared later on for the future work in the industry. So for us, we will definitely stay by this software, right? We had our first session in summer semester, the next one, actually in the winter semester, sorry, the summer semester is running now. So we will have the second session in the summer semester, and then in the future, we will definitely continue the cooperation with DBR77. So it was really excellent so far. That's why, yes, we will stay by this.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you are here today with us. Also, we are greatly appreciate your commitment and cooperation. And so we would like to emphasize this in a very special way. So, Kate?
Leader of the transform. Well, you're also leader of the digital transformation. Well, congratulations. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Once again, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, work.
Thank you.
So once again, thank you for inviting us for this event. It was a pleasure being here, and it was also a pleasure to have this interview and tell a little bit about our work and also about our experience using this software. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.